Put your hands together, welcome Sheryl Cardozo!
Hello, my plain girlfriend. Hi everyone.
Hi.
Sheryl, how's everyone doing? Good. I'll try to keep it that way. I'm doing okay, but I'm actually a little bit nervous. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to a high school reunion. Has anyone been to one of those? Yeah? Yeah, well, for some reason I'm going. And I'm not really sure why. And I know what you're thinking, but no, it's not my 10. It's my 30th. I know, now I know what you're thinking. Damn, she looks just about that age. I don't know why I'm going. It's not to show off. I'm not the richest. I'm not the skinniest. And I'm doing this, so I'm probably not the most stable. I didn't even like high school. I didn't. I'm just going because some of my friends are making me. It's peer pressure. Nothing's changed. Except now the drinks are going to be $17 a pop. And the cute, long-haired hippie boy who wrote poetry, now he's a bald accountant who writes a local history blog. And instead of a 6-foot bong, he's probably going to have a vape pen, which I will definitely still smoke. So, in the olden days, you could go to one of these reunions with like 10 minutes of small talk, and that and 4 to 6 cocktails would get you through the night. But now, everyone's connected on social media, so I'm Facebook friends with you, and I follow you on Instagram, and ooh, you're super successful, so I'm gonna link in with you in case I ever need a favor. I know more about you now than I did when I used to ignore you in high school. I know what you had for dinner. And now I'm supposed to stand in a room with you and pretend to find you interesting because I once liked a picture of your kale chips? Do I look like someone who finds kale chips interesting? I'm trying to figure out what to wear to this thing. So in high school, my style sort of moved between hippie chick and I'm totally 21, now give me a Zima. But now it moves more from she must be focusing on other things to she has really let herself go. With the occasional, oh my God, what happened to you? Thrown in the middle. And I'll tell you what happened. A kid. Most of the people I went to high school with, their kids are like high school, college, but I'm a late in life mother. I have a 2-year-old. Yeah. I have a 2-year-old, I have a babysitter today, and I'm here. I have what's called a geriatric pregnancy. Yeah. That's what they call it, for real, geriatric pregnancy. It makes it sound like I'm going to break a hip when I start pushing. And before you tell me, well, don't worry, age is just a number, I'm going to correct you and say, actually, age is a bunch of numbers. It's your physical therapist number, it's your cardiologist number, it's your chiropractor number. When I tell people I had my first child at 46, who am I kidding? My only child, I'm fucking exhausted. But when I tell people I had a kid at 46, sometimes they say, thank God for miracles. And I'm always like, yeah, you're pronouncing science wrong. Thank you. I did not just wake up at 46 and decide to have a child in middle age, because who would do that? Oh, I know what I need. 30 pounds of baby paraphernalia to complement the 30 pounds I'm carrying on my ass. I finally have disposable income. Let's fuck that all up. No, it's just really hard for me to have a baby. I had a really hard time being pregnant, which is surprising, because I was a women's studies major. So I always assumed that when I was ready to have a baby, on my own terms, damn it, I would just gather my friends to the red tent, chant a wicked melody, ready my womb to flower. And then fuck a whole lot. But I didn't even meet my husband until I was 36. And he was 26. Yeah, I'm a cougar. Although actually he's Australian, so I'm more like a dingo. But I never ate the baby. But anyway, it took a while, so here I am, 48 years old with a 2-year-old. I am proud to say that we have just started preschool. Thank you, thanks, yep. And I say we, because in New York, you don't get to drop your child off and run away to the sound of them screaming, like you do in a normal place. No. In New York, we want to avoid trauma. I always thought trauma was the whole point of organized school. But, so instead, to avoid trauma, instead of dropping your kids off, they do what's called a gentle phase-in. It sounds like a goddamn laxative. But here's a little secret inside tip. If you wait until you're almost 50 to have a baby, you get to have experiences that other parents don't get to have. I'll give you an example. I will always remember my kid's first day of preschool because it was the same day as my very first hot flash. I was standing there, sitting in the sandbox with her, and I guess I started to turn red because all the kids started pointing at me and saying, Elmo, Elmo. And Elmo just started sweating big gobs of sweat out of her pits, and the sand started getting all wet, and I got really embarrassed. So I did what anyone would do, and I pointed to a kid next to me and I said, he peed. I hope I didn't cause him any trauma. Thank you, I'm Sheryl. Treat your servers well,